Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's second game of the round of 16 matchup here in the Zelda Randomizer All Boards, No Swords Tournament 2022. Tonight's matchup featuring CaptainGreen7 and jkoper. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary tonight, Moon Risen Phoenix. Last night, these two battled it out, and it was CaptainGreen7 who came out on top, and a couple of factors decided that race, but the biggest one was that all-important wand.
That's right, Laws, and good evening, everybody. But one can't forget jkoper's little gamble on letting go of that red candle. That played a factor as well.
Absolutely, because the difference between the blue candle and the red candle, you can only fire it once on the screen you're currently on. If you want to use it again, you've got to go to another screen. The red candle is a repeatable weapon. 2 shots maximum at once, but you can use it as many times as you want on the screen that you're currently on. So this is going to be a very critical race here for jkoper. He must win to force a deciding third game. If Captain Green wins, he's on to the quarterfinals.
I can't see jkoper with all the skill he's got do the same mistake again.
I agree. I expect jkoper to make the proper adjustment here in game number 2. I think this is going to be a very close battle between these two. Of course, CaptainGreen7, the number 3 seed, jkoper, the number 19 seed. Captain Green just needs one more win to advance to the Elite 8, and that's when those new flags will be taking effect.
Looking at the bracket right now, the winner of the series will move on to take on the winner between Chest Jerk and Rooslogs.
Another very exciting matchup right there, and that's portion of the round of 16. But whoever emerges, they're going to have their hands full, and we are underway starting at the Fairy Fountain in the forest. A good opening spot. They can get a quick refill on their health.
Refill. Quick access to those Eastern Armos as well.
Nice discount on the key at 68 rupees. A little bit of a premium on the bombs, a 10% increase at 22, but I've definitely seen far worse.
At least we ain't seen bombs at 38.
Yeah, the old 38 that we tend to see a lot when I'm doing commentary, so that's not so bad. But looks like these runners are following each other step for step, checking the Armos here at Lost Hills, and that's just a staircase, so got a few other Armo spots to check here near start, and we find level 6 simultaneously.
And quick divergence as Koper decides to check out what the enemy set is. As we see the Triforces for today, I believe that is 2, 5, and 8.
We'll take a look for you in just a moment, my friend. Absolutely right. That is 2, 5, and 8.
For the check there, Laws. I will admit that a level in the Lost Hills Armos is a nice find. But at the same time, we will be looking for that Armos item. It can be super important. Is it here? No, it is not.
That might be a door repair penalty that invests in an oak stake, which is something you would see in Castlevania 2. And if that's the case, that's good news because there are 9 door repair penalties. You'll lose anywhere between 15 and 25 rupees. That is our item, and it is all hail. We've got Lord Banana, and that's a great item to have early on here in Swordless.
We'd spit on it if this was with a sword, but when it's swordless, it enables you to gather up enemies in one pack, and rather than using all your stack of bombs to destroy the enemy, you can only use about 2 and get it done.
If enemies roll to 0 HP, we can use that boomerang to take down some enemies. Taking inroads in vanilla level 2, one of them doesn't take you very far, and you've got to go around if you want to see where the other take any roads go to, but jkoper is going to go ahead and up A. Captain Green going to see the same take any roads and going to take the same path, and looks like jkoper is going to find out where the rest of them lead us. One of them not far away again. I'll tell you what, if there's one nearby, this could be F roads here. One at Death Mountain, that salvaged it, but I'm still going to say a C-. Maybe D+. What that is going to mean for jkoper is he's going to see if we have our Armos item here in, or no, we already found our Armos item, never mind. And another, yep, that's got to be our door repair penalty message there, Phoenix. So that's 2 out of the 9 knocked off for jkoper.
Absolutely, and considering that can be as many as 50 rupees in his wallet rather than given away, we're going to have a coast check here shortly as well.
Nice medium secret at 36 rupees, and we find level 3 at the Armost here at Death Mount, and we have the red candle as our ladder item on the coast. Very interesting. jkoper finds a key here in level 3, and Captain Green, with the money he got from that secret, is going to purchase some bombs that'll open up his exploration a little bit.
The question I'm wondering is if we're going to get a laws-approved seed around here.
Well, if the large is more than 110 or more, excuse me, well, the good news is that the gels did not roll up. They did go down in a boomerang. What about the keys, though? Unfortunately, the keys rolled up. They're not 0 HP. They're at least 1.
At the same time, that could have been a push block right there with the single block there in the middle.
Yeah, the problem is you have enemies that could be plus or minus 4 HP, and Captain Green is going to get wiped out at start on that door repair penalty.
At least it's just the remnants of a bomb purchase and not, you know, the full penalty.
Exactly, Phoenix. And there's a money-making game, but Captain Green can't play even if he wanted to. Nice price for the cheap bait at 43 rupees. The standard vanilla price of the blue ring, 250. That was at vanilla level 6.
And bait is 3 off of minimum price as well.
That's a great price. And another door repair penalty. Again, if you're going to find it, 2 rupees is a fine time to find it. Another casino, this time on jkoper's side. He's broke, so he can't play even if he wanted to.
I'm not entirely sure they'd play even if they had the money. Level 4, northwest of Vanilla Start.
Level 4, oh boy, the stories we could talk about level 4. If you were with us last night between Sighttown and Stone, a historic level 4, it was a sextuple segmented dungeon with 3 one-offs. It was absolutely glorious.
Glorious and an abomination, depending on who you talk to.
Exactly. All right, Captain Green now going to head for Vanilla Level 3's location. Got to get through these blue moblins first, and does so without taking any damage. And it's another bomb shop. He's broke, so nothing doing there. Meanwhile, jkoper is about to get his first money of the seed and find out that the red candle is the ladder item on the coast. He'll probably be seeing that red candle in his sleep tonight.
Surprised after what happened in Game 1.
All right, meanwhile, Captain Green going to check the second forgotten spot here in Southwest Tyrol. First going to check the regular entrance and find level 5. So the southwestern corner of Hyrule having something very important here. Now, let's see if the bomb spot next door has anything of use either. Captain Green takes a look and finds just another bomb shop.
I mean, at least the bomb shop didn't roll as the rare shop this seed, right?
Ooh, the slow-moving, one of the red Octrox did roll to 0 HP. One of the varieties did, it looked like.
I believe that's the slow version there.
Yes. Because the slow-moving ones and the fast-moving ones actually count as a different enemy set, believe it or not. So you might see the slow ones be at 0 HP, but then the fast-moving ones be like 4 HP. Speaking of 4, small secret found on jkoper here in Northeast Tyrol, and it's only 4 rupees. There's our bombs plus, but chances are that is probably the magical sword variety and not our actual white sword. There are 2 bombs plus, which will give us an extra 2 bombs to our capacity. One which replaces the white sword, and one which replaces the magical sword. Assuming that's the one that replaces the magical sword, you need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts in order to get those extra 2 bombs. And considering the location, if that is indeed the magical sword bombs, no one's coming back for it.
And to answer a question in chat, yes, our tracker is having a few technical difficulties. We're trying to get that fixed over here.
All right, jkoper doing some more exploration here, heading near vanilla level 5 and finding the expensive bait shop and key shop. Well, you're talking about the cheap bait being as close to minimum. That expensive bait is as close to maximum, 2 off.
Painful. Meanwhile, level 8 in the Grave Potion shop for Captain Green.
Oh, and Captain Green having some problems here trying to get to the staircase. He's going to find that level. He gets there just in time. Level 3, he'll up A to get his health back. Vanilla level 5 is a potion shop. Again, all 8 Triforce pieces must be acquired in order to gain access into level 9. Behind the waterfall, we have the arrow and candle shop. jkoper thinking about it and is contemplating the candle, and he's finally decided to pick up the candle, and I think it's the right move.
Fully agree with you on that one. The candle opening up so many possibilities on the map. I would have been surprised had he picked up the arrows or just not picked up anything at all, really.
And there was a nice 15% discount as well at 51 rupees. The wooden arrows got a nice little discount as well, 5 off at 75 rupees. There's another cheap bait shop. Starting to think that arrow shop could be our rare shop, and Captain Green finding another door per penalty when we're broke. So yeah, even if this turns out to be a poverty seed, the fact that these runners have been picking off door repair penalties this early on, even if this turns out to be a poverty seed, it might not be the end of the world for these runners.
Absolutely. I mean, again, if this is a max roll door repair, we're talking 25 rupees a shot that you're keeping.
Ooh, speaking of maximum, 1 off the maximum large secret at 149 rupees. That is definitely the biggest large that I've ever seen on commentary, but some bad news. 2 of the large secrets were on back-to-back screens, so Captain Green going to forfeit about 43 rupees, but I'll tell you what, now he can buy anything he wants to. It's definitely an LOZ approved seed. This is a huge money seed.
Definitely get that stamp of approval out there. Yikes.
Absolutely here. Yeah, Captain Green is going to go ahead and spend the maximum on his bombs. For these runners, though, I don't expect either of them to pick up the blue ring, though, unless we have some really, really, really nasty dungeons. But keep in mind, we do have whiz robes in dungeons, so who knows?
Whiz robes are going to give a lot of runners a bad day, but these two, they're amongst the top runners we've got here in the Zelda 1 community.
No need to play the casino on 211. jkoper opting not to do so at 22. Again, he doesn't know about the large secrets yet. You got to get to the blue ring shop vanilla to find those 2 beefy large secrets. Level 7 has been discovered on Captain Green. This is a bomb spot where a 30 would be, and jkoper lost his rupees. It's the minimum door per penalty, 15.
I mean, it's good news, bad news in this case.
Absolutely indeed. Captain Green now knows about the small secret being a modest 4 rupees, but he should be able to get another medium secret if he gets to the letter. Finds the bombs plus, which again, high probability that's probably your magical sword variety. We won't know until we see another cave that has bombs plus, or if we see bombs plus in any one of these 9 dungeons. Now again, in terms of items, important items can be found in level 9. And also, the hearts are not in the shuffle, except for, of course, the one that's on the coast, which again we know is not on the coast. That's Red Candle.
Bad news continues for the runners as we see the orange darkness did roll up and do not die to a bomb.
Yeah, that is bad news indeed, because they normally have 4 HP, so that means they rolled to at least 5. Again, enemies have a variance anywhere between plus or minus 4 HP.
Not to pick up that secret. I can't blame him. 251 rupees to his name. How much space left on that wallet?
No. Yeah, and he can always come back to it if he absolutely needed to pick up money. But usually when you see a runners ignore a secret, they don't come back to it anyways. And we find our level 4, and it's not sextuple segmented, but hey, we do at least have a 1-off.
A cobra shape level 4, not major.
Kind of does look like Trogdor a little bit, doesn't it?
See, looking at it, yeah.
20 rooms is this level 4, and ooh, we find a mugger room. Forfeit 1 of your maximum bomb capacity, or give up 3 keys. Since he has no keys, can't do the latter, and doesn't want to do the former either, so he'll up an A.
Can't say I blame the play one bit. There's only one room behind it, and who was to say there's actually something there?
Meanwhile, Captain Green is going to invest his 43 rupees into a cheap piece of bait, which could come in handy. There is going to be a bait block somewhere in these 9 dungeons. Everybody wants to see that bait block Zelda. I'd love to see that bait block Zelda. jkoper, another casino, not going to play at 12 rupees. Captain Green, meanwhile, finds a candle for 51 rupees, so he's got that on the board. Both of our runners have the blue candle.
What do you think about the play of not picking up arrows while you're there?
Captain Green must be banking that there are no Goma blocks here because, you know, having the wooden arrows is going to come in handy, especially against, you know, Pole's voices. But, of course, it doesn't do us any good right now without the bow. So maybe Captain Green's going to wait until he actually has the bow, thinking, oh, maybe I don't even need the arrows until I find the silver. So it's not a bad idea. Hopefully these runners remember it in case there is a bow block, though. Captain Green did buy wood arrows. It was jkoper that couldn't because he didn't have enough money at the time.
That's a good point. I apologize there, chat.
Another expensive bait shop. So, yeah, I believe. And those slow-moving blue Octrox, they rolled up to more than 2 HP. And the fast-moving red Octrox were the ones that rolled to 0 HP. As jkoper is going to now travel at Candle Row. Another casino, but he's broke, so even if he wanted to play, he won't be able to do so. Captain Green, meanwhile, exploring the coast here on the south. Potion shop, but without a letter, will not be able to make any purchases at this time. And jkoper going to check this burn bush spot at the end of Candle Row and find our first Take Any cave. And jkoper will pick up the heart container, so he's got 4 hearts, which means it's a 1 in 3 chance he'll be able to pick up the white sword item if he can find it. And did I just see that blue moblins went down to a candle?
Be major if that was the case.
So that rolled to 1 HP or 0, probably 1. They normally have 3 HP. Nothing doing at vanilla level 1 for jkoper. And our second bonus cave here, another heart container for jkoper. So we find a couple of Take Any caves near vanilla level 1. Meanwhile, Captain Green is in level 4, and he'll give it a shot at least. A third Take Any cave. They are all bunched up here, Phoenix.
Absolutely, and right then and there, jkoper goes from no chance to pick up that white sword item to having all of the chances.
Now Captain Green sees that same mugger room, and just like jkoper, does not want to forfeit his bombs. Imagine if the Forgotten Spot has our 4th and final bonus cave. That would be absolutely insane. Slow-moving blue Octrox, unfortunately, did not roll to 0 HP. And jkoper is going to try to line up. He wants to have a shot at a bomb drop on these blue Octrox. He might know the count here. Let's take a look. Oh, they rolled up to 5 HP. 6 HP. 6 HP slow-moving blue Darknuts, or blue Octrox there. Wow.
Seed, give it, seed, take it. You got the blue moblins going down with a single candle, and these blue Octrox don't want any of it.
Yeah, 6 HP blue Octrox. That is absolutely disgusting. So we're going to have to go elsewhere for our sources of bombs. And yeah, blue moblins look like the way to go early on as Captain Green finds his first bonus cave. And he's going to find those same 2 if he keeps up this path without taking a death. And now jkoper, he's in level 3, back to level 3.
For a moment, he was there just for the help restore, but it appears he's digging it a little bit.
And here's Captain Green with his second bonus cave. He's up to 5 hearts. Again, if he goes to the left, which it looks like he's doing with the screen scroll, he'll find that third bonus cave behind this bomb spot. So both of our runners found those 3 caves, and they both have 6 hearts now. Oh, unfortunately, the keys, the blue keys, rolled up to at least 2 HP. We'll see if they rolled up to more than 2 HP. They could roll up to as much as 4.
Around that we want to see
4
it.
HP keys!
Oh, goodness.
Candle is not going to cut it. You need bombs to take these fellas down. And this does look like it's probably going to be our push block of some sort. Could this be a segmented dungeon? Nice shot. Takes care of 2 of the keys. jkoper would like to take care of the other 2 if he possibly can. As Captain Green's now in the same level 3. And he's going to discover that same bad news. All right. I'm surprised he's not using his boomerang to stun lock these keys in place.
Would be a play. Yes, you're right. There we go.
And he's got it. And it's a red herring this entire time. What a troll game.
This game's got jokes, I see.
Oh yeah, keys. You can't stun lock keys. Okay, now Captain Green knows that this candle is going to be absolutely useless against these keys. Imagine a Triforce room being right there.
Yes, that can happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
And we've got the old Wizrobes here. Now, the question is, can they go down on 1 bomb? The answer is yes. At least they did not roll up, so you can use a bomb to get more bombs off of those Wizrobes. It does look like the like-likes are your primary enemy. And jkoper's going to try to bomb this down. That was at least 3 damage he got. 7. Oh, he missed because he got away from the stun lock. And the bomb upgrade of 98 rupees. And Captain Green's not going to make the purchase. Now, I wonder why that would be. Oh, I think I know what he wants to do. Okay, maybe he's changed his mind. I was thinking, take down a couple of blue Wizrobes first, then pick up the bomb upgrade. But it looks like Captain Green... I have no idea what he's doing, Phoenix.
He's be looking for a reshuffle. If the Wizrobes ain't playing nice, and now it looks like...
Ooh, they go down in 2 bombs, so they roll down to at least -2. That's good news.
Now he's going to pick it up. Could be anywhere from 2 to 6 bombs, and it is...
Find out after the break. Find out after the second break. It's +5.
Now you'll like to see that. +5 for about vanilla price. Yeah, you'll take that every day.
And there's another door repair penalty on jkoper's side. And yeah, the finding of those 2 large secrets already paying dividends for Captain Green. Now, it's going to be important that he gets it on this stat. This is a shutter door room, and they will respawn over time. Here's jkoper finding level 7 for the first time today. And it's the Triforce! Wow, blue Wizrobes guarding the Triforce. I love it.
Oh boy, now where's the item? And the fact is, this could mean Captain Green needs to clear this again to get the Triforce.
Well, it's not the worst in the world because, again, they go down in 2 bombs as opposed to 4. But still, it's nasty to have to do. And it was worth it. He does get a key, which he'll use right here on this locked door. Maybe this is a push block. He would love to see this be a push block here. And right now, this map is shaping to look like a pogo stick. He would love to see the item. It could be our item if this is not a segment to level 3. There it is, and it's the scrap metal. So now he's got 2 boomerangs. So here's the difference between the 2 boomerangs. The wooden boomerang has a limited range, but some people find it to be easier to control. The magical boomerang is a little more difficult to control, but the range is the entirety of the screen. But that's peace of mind for Captain Green, because now he could get this Triforce, and he's done with level 3. Very good job there.
Absolutely, that's a big find. Well, not so much for the item, but the fact that Captain Green has the item in 3 and can get the Triforce and get it over with, he'll approve of that.
Absolutely. And again, we do apologize for technical difficulties here. Our tracker has been marking this as we've been going along, but unfortunately, the tracker seems to be down at the moment. But we will try to do our best as possible to bring you up to speed when the time comes.
as of right now, both of our runners have the wooden arrows and the blue candle. No, the wooden boomerang is the Armos item, and the magical boomerang is the 1 in 3.
All right, Captain Green looks like he may be opting for some Death Mountain exploration here, and jkoper likewise. Problem with jkoper at the moment is he has no bombs. He's hoping to get a bomb drop. That was a 10 count right there as he got a nickel from that blue moblin. They are not in the money dropping group, so that was his 10 count.
Will mean the next one is another bomb chance.
Nicely blue tech tights, and it looks like they go down in a candle shot. Don't know about a boomerang shot. Captain Green finds a medium secret for 36.
Well, the blue moblins don't want to play with Koper.
Looks like Captain Green next up is going to check the hot spot here in Death Mountain. It's pretty hot with all of these Plinko rocks, but it is going to be some money and not too much money. It's a small secret. And Captain Green is going to, looks like, reset, get his bombs back.
Can't argue with that play either.
Yeah, so it looks like Death Mountain is completely barren here tonight. Well, maybe not. Captain Green's going to check other spots of Death Mountain. He just wanted to get his resources back. Can't blame him. That was a good decision, I'd say.
Certainly won't be complaining about it. Now he's about to go check Connector.
Yeah, I would imagine, yeah, he's going to go to Death Mountain. He's going to check Vanilla Level 9's location. And hey, there's Level 9. Not all that far from Vanilla Level 9.
Connector does pay off.
Yep. It's just diagonal. So, a couple more spots here. You've got Spectacle Rock, you've got this bomb spot, and then you've got the potion spot next to Vanilla Level 9. Unfortunately, that was a door repair penalty for Captain Green. Again, jkoper, problem is he still has no bombs, and these blue moblins just ain't providing for him. There it is. Commentator's blessing. And there's our final bonus cave, and Captain Green is not going to pick up anything. I'm a little surprised at this move. I would have thought maybe he would have picked up the potion at this time. And there's our free candle, the popular spot for the wooden sword in open worlds like this. But since Captain Green's already got it, no need to pick it up. And now he's going to go ahead and pick up the potion. Good idea. Again, you're not going to be picking up bombs plus, and that's rupees you don't have to spend on potions.
Because at the same time, who knows if you're going to find a letter?
Yeah, the letter could be raft blocked. You just never know. You know, speaking of overworld blocks, there has to be at least one overworld block, and that white sword item could act as our block. Now, we still haven't found level 1, and I don't think we found level 2 yet either.
Correct. 1 and 2 are still out in the wild.
And those 2 levels could have important items to unlock this seed for our runners. So speaking of level 1, all I had to do is talk about it, Phoenix, and the situation presents itself.
We can expect about 15 rooms in this level 1. That's about where this one averages.
Yeah, usually somewhere between 12 and roughly 15, 16 rooms is what a level 1 would typically be. But level 1 also is typically lots of locked doors and very few keys to offer.
Oh boy, and if you see this kind of room, usually you're thinking,
oh yeah, you got to pick it up right now. Good idea, because you're not losing out on anything. It's not like it's Wizrobes. You're gonna pick up that Triforce, go right back into level 1.
Absolutely. As I was saying though, you're not angry usually seeing a room of keys, and this seat, however, with the super bulky ones, I didn't do anything.
It looks like we have lost our feed for the moment.
Well, we're trying to get it back as quickly as possible.
Stand by, folks. And the art looks like our tracker is restored. We just need to get everything. We just need to hit the play button here, and I think we're going to be. Do apologize for the inconvenience, folks, but we'll be right back with you in just a few moments.
Like we're back.
We are indeed back, and look at this. We have found our white sword item. It is the ladder for Captain Green. A huge find behind the vanilla 10 at the Deadwoods.
You can't have much better for a white sword item than that.
We also, looks like, did find the red ring in level 1 as well, because we do see some different mail on Captain Green's side. I don't know if we found the second item or not, though, but the red ring we definitely found in level 1 somewhere.
Now CaptainGreen7 finding out that the world wrap will easily give you the that red candle. He's got it and has repeatable offense.
And jkoper, is gonna get sent back to start. Doesn't know about the second large secret right there at the Armo spot, so we'll see if he comes back there anytime soon. I mean, if he doesn't, I mean, if he spends his money and then comes back, he could make maximum capitalization off of his rupees. And get this, look at this. He's gonna spend money on bombs, so if he goes back there right now, he leaves no rupees on the table. But instead, he only purchases 1 pack. A little surprised about that, but hey, no problem. Captain Green now on level 7.
It'd only be about 30 rupees on the floor at this point.
Let's see, 278, 288, carry the 1, about 33 rupees, yep. Captain Green's going to have an opportunity on the Kanana key here. He gets the Kanana key. Very nicely done there for Captain Green. That's 1 key he doesn't have to spend. And unfortunately, though, hello, Blue Land Molas. Now, the good news is he does have the red ring. The even better news, he has the red candle, and he's got him trapped. And they have the Triforce here in level 7. But Captain Green's going to keep exploring.
This place may have the silvers or the bow for all we know.
And why having that red ring is good news is because land molas, regardless of the color, do 2 hearts of damage. With the red ring, they're only going to do half a heart of damage, as the defense is quadrupled from your base, as jkoper gets a medium secret here in Northeast Tyrol. And Captain Green will go ahead and pick up this Triforce here in level 7, so that is going to be his 6th Triforce piece already. Right now, Captain Green is starting to run away here in game number 2, and if jkoper doesn't get going here, we may see a sweep.
Be unfortunate for those of us who are rooting for a game. Oh wow, yeah, those blue Octoroks, not fun.
Yep, 6 HP again. For those of you who may have been just joining us, is now Captain Green's in a level 6, and I'll tell you what. And yeah, jkoper thought maybe there was a chance that was the white sword bombs plus. He now knows that's the magical sword bombs plus. Again, our white sword item is the ladder.
Ladder at the vanilla 10th secret in the Deadwoods, also called the 8-pack.
Yep, you are correct about that. And jkoper is now going to top out his bomb arsenal at 8. No, never mind. He's actually going to purchase a key. And you know what? Considering how few keys we've seen so far, this is actually not a bad play at all. And again, if jkoper goes back to where he died, that vanilla blue ring shop, he's going to get 149 more rupees.
Oh, and look at Captain Green's screen taking care of the case with that red candle.
Yeah, having that red candle already paying massive dividends. You know, you don't need to use bombs to take them down. You just have to be careful that you don't get hit by your own flames. Unfortunately, a red herring here in that double block room.
It would have been a little too nice if...
Yeah. Captain Green, though, meanwhile, spends his last key, and there's a Goma, and you gotta hope that there's no Goma block here where the Triforce is. I could see level 9 from my house. Who's that old man? Is that Crystal Saber?
Oh, this won't be so much fun.
Nah, with only 3 bombs, he's going to try to get out of dodge here. Half a heart damage he's going to lose if he gets hit by their bodies. Oh, it was Goma blocked, just poorly blocked by the Goma. That's where our Triforce is here in 6. And jkoper does get back to the screen he died, and he gets a fresh 149 rupees to his total. Oh. And, well, there goes the bait block, and Captain Green's just going to get rid of it so it's out of his inventory, and... sorry, fans of the bait block in level 9, you are denied tonight. And oh, jkoper taking a death in the overworld. Back to start he goes.
Poorly timed it as well, as a tech type decided to have him for lunch literally 2 tiles away from the fairy fountain.
Yeah, and he was also very close to level 1 where he could have gotten the red ring as well. So that's actually a very costly death right there for jkoper.
Back on the subject of why must enemies roll so high in HP, how about those 5 HP Stealthos?
Yeah, that's +3. Yikes. At least they're not the Stealthos that shoot the Lionel beams like in second quest that do 2 hearts of damage.
I mean, again, not like Captain Green would care right now with the red ring, but Koper would.
Koper now back into level 3. Now, if he keeps exploring, he's going to find that bomb upgrade. Captain Green making use of the magical boomerang to take down that last gel, and can do that again here in this room. He just bombed that last gel. I wonder if he's storing a bomb here. Well, we'll find out as he picks up the Triforce here in level 6. He's only 1 Triforce piece away from being eligible to go into level 9, but there is a lot left that we still need to find. We still need to find the wand, we still need to find the bow, and we still need to find the silver arrows. So jkoper does purchase the bomb upgrade here in level 3, so now he's got 13 bombs max.
Personally, I'm just gonna hope that he can pull this off, because as we know, this is the Triforce room in level 3.
And good job for Captain Green. That was a stored bomb right there. He used that boomerang to take down an enemy and get a free pack of bombs right there. So that was stored. Nice heads-up play there.
Is one of Captain Green's major talents. This guy can store a bomb count better than a lot of people, including myself.
And look at this, Captain Green's back into level 4. With 13 bombs, he's probably more apt to spend one of his maximum bombs here. Because remember, we were blocked by a mugger room earlier. jkoper, if he goes, yep, that's a good idea. Skip. Now, he will have to take down his orange wisdoms if he wants to get back to the Triforce room, but all he has to do is he'll take down these gels. He'll find out that it's the magical boomerang, and he may skip out on this. Let's see what his decision's going to be here. He'll see the magical boomerang, and nope. So we have 1 advocator of TGE, and we have 1 advocator of Fury SK. And look, a bomb drop. That's very nice to see. 2 bomb drops there for jkoper, back to his maximum 13, an efficient killing of those orange whiz robes, and he's done with this level 3. He's on the board.
7 minutes in, you find your first Triforce. Unfortunately, Coper's going to feel like he's behind at this point.
And he definitely is, but this one's not over yet because, we still have to find all of our items. And, there are 3 items we need to find, and no more than 2 of them could be in level 9. Now, here's jkoper in level 8. Could this be a solution? Well, those Poles voices might be a problem. Another red herring for Captain Green. That block does not push.
There's got to be a little bit of frustration about that, seeing as he might not be able to progress.
Yeah, because he could be key blocked. There's a lot of things going on here in this level 4. Again, jkoper found the map earlier. Captain Green has not found that map yet.
It wasn't that huge pile of orange darkness that he found near the entrance.
I think you're right about that. Does this push for jkoper? Nope. Another red herring, and Captain Green. Those Koreans like, nope. You're staying put in level 4. But Captain Green wants no part of it. All right. Another potential push block room, but again, this is where not having the red candle is gonna hurt jkoper. It looks like Captain Green's heading toward level 5 now. Ooh, just missed on that shot. I'm gonna have to use another bomb, and it's another red herring. That is ridiculous, Phoenix. Oh, this could be a problem if this rolled up. We got a manhandler, and if they rolled up, because again, enemies or bosses plus or minus 2 HP is on the table. Do we have ourselves a super manhandler tonight? jkoper's trying to get the strike on him. Let's see if he can do it. He may need 2. Boy, that manhandler is being aggressive. Look at all the fireballs it's shooting, and let's take a look. It is not a super manhandler, but jkoper missed the shot.
Again, a case of good news, bad news.
100 damage. Oh, misses the head pin, or the 5 pin rather. Needs to pick up the spare, and he does, but does not get a bomb. He gets a fairy, which is going to restore his health, but guess what? It's another red herring here in level 8. I've never seen so many red herrings back to back to back in rooms that jkoper was in. Yikes. Yeah, nice to see that blue Gorilla's rolled down to, looks like 3 HP. So 1 bomb will take care of him. And Captain Green back into level 5. Looks like he might be trying to force a count here, or at least get some bombs. Problem is he keeps getting hit by boomerangs, which reset his count.
Coper is literally 1 room away from that ladder.
Yeah, he'll get it here right now. Just gotta not get hit a couple times, but the Gorilla look out! Ooh, he's made it. He gets his ladder, and this could help him catch up, and he needs to catch up here. He's down to 1 heart. You know, he has not found level 1 yet. He's very close, though. He's gonna find it right about now.
Meanwhile, Captain Green with that bomb pack that he was trying to force it. Oh, okay, so Zols don't go down to a bomb today.
They most certainly do not. So they rolled up at least +3. You know what I'm waiting for, right, Phoenix? Fires to roll up at least +1. So a silver arrow can't take it down.
Why not, right?
Exactly. We've had a lot of enemies roll up. Let's just keep the prices rolling up right here in tonight's randomizer. These runners need to earn it. Meanwhile, it looks like jkoper is heading for the red candle. Let's see if he actually decides to pick it up. It's looking like he's heading that way, and he's trying, but these red Octoroks, he does pick up the red candle. And I think that's probably a wake-up call there for jkoper, considering what happened in last night's race, as Captain Green finds the transport here in level 5. Again, levels 5 through 8 have at least one transport staircase. If it's segmented, then we'll find more sets.
Lack of keys starting to hurt there.
Yeah, the lack of keys for both runners. I don't think I've seen runners have like more than one key at any time. This has been a key-starved seed if I've ever seen one. You know what that means, right? Any key is a 9. I'm booking it right now.
Again, because why not?
Yeah, these runners have to earn it. Meanwhile, jkoper in level 1. And out of it just as fast as in. And there's Zelda's room. And those 3 orange dart nuts took her away. jkoper's going to find the Triforce here in 1, which will be a little bit north of center. And yep, good idea. That will refill the health for jkoper, and I imagine he'll dive back in again. Now, again, Captain Green found the red ring, but did not find the second item. Ooh, I like the moxie there. This time, Captain Green decided to play the money-making game. Didn't win, but it looks like he's going to reset anyways.
Wasn't a big loss either. Team Middle didn't lose too much there.
Yeah, I didn't get the super zonk where you're going to lose a bunch of rubies there. And there's a bomb drop for jkoper here in level 1. And we do have Lionels here. Look out. Okay, orange Lionels were neutral, 4 HP. The blue ones I'm not as sure about. Oh. We do see that the Wallmasters rolled down to a single candle strike, and that's how Captain Green got the red ring. That was our staircase item here in level 1, so we're still looking for the floor item. Yeah, jkoper now going to enjoy that same quadruple defense the rest of the way.
Thought I had a banana key in this room as well.
Yeah, he's going to go for the Canana key if he can do so. It's going to be tough again with these keys going all over the place, but he certainly can do it. He's got 1 key left to go. Hopefully he's been keeping track. And, oh, I know what Captain Green's doing. He's playing money-making game. I think he wants to buy some keys.
Coper missed that Canana key, going off the tile at the very last moment, unfortunately.
And look what the jackpot is. It's 61 rupees if you can nail it, but unfortunately Captain Green got the zonk this time. But tell you what, this money-making grind is buying jkoper some time here, Phoenix. But again, can't fault Captain Green here, considering we don't know where that last large secret is. I think it's plus 14 this time. But he's going to keep on playing. He's going to press his luck, lose 7. He wants that 61. Loses 10. No 61. There's the 61 for Captain Green. Now he's got 102 rupees to his name. He'll go ahead and save.
Times the charm for jkoper, getting that Canana key down.
Very nicely done indeed. And yep, as you kind of expected, Captain Green is going to purchase a key. Again, considering how many locked doors we've had and how few keys we've seen, this is definitely a good play. All right, there's the heart container. Now, we don't know if that is the actual item or if it's actually just the dungeon's heart container because, again, heart containers, each of the 8 levels is going to have 1, but there's also the heart container, which is the ladder item on the coast, which is also in the shuffle. But without any keys, jkoper is going to have to leave level 1, come back later. Might get some bombs here, and does. Very nice. jkoper going to... Oh, I thought he was going to purchase a key. Oh, and he's like, wait a minute, this is a key shop. I'm going to purchase a key right now. There it is. He could buy another one if he'd like to, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Captain Green, by the way, back into level 1, and I think this is the play right here. He's looking to see what that second item is here in 1. Oh, it's Bombs Plus. So the white sword, which is Bombs Plus, is our second item here in level 1. And what Bombs Plus does is that it adds 2 bombs to your maximum capacity. Now, Captain Green up an 8, so he no longer has the Bombs Plus, so he's still at 13. And the reason why he did that is simple, Phoenix. He wanted to get his key back.
Because he did pay rupees for it, and Bombs Plus can be useful. I mean, here's a question for you. If the any key is not a 9 and Captain Green gets it before that, do you go back for that Bombs Plus? Because every bomb can't count in level 9 in swordless.
Considering that his maximum capacity is 13 right now, I'm going to say no. I think if his capacity was 8 or less, he'd probably go back for it, but considering he's got 13 at the moment, you're probably not going to have bomb troubles in level 9, especially if we find the book beforehand.
Right.
All right, jkoper finds the push block here in level 5, but that's the transport. I think we saw that on Captain Green's side earlier. And hello, Landmolas. And here comes that red candle going to work here for Captain Green. But he's down to 1 heart. He's got to be careful. Gets it down. Finds a turnstile room here in level 4. Oh, hello, Blue Land Moles, and he's down to 1 heart. He's got problems here because 2 hits, he's down. He's going to drink a potion, and I don't blame him. You do not want to get sent back to start at this juncture.
Another play I just can't argue with myself. I mean,
he's got to watch out in case, okay, the Triforce is not here. You always want to be careful that you don't get Y-Force, as we call it. Here's Orange Dart Nuts, and again, now he's going to have to line this up perfectly because, again, they did roll up, and he's only got 3 bombs left. And there's our map for level 5. Kind of on the small side, a 21-room dungeon. Nice shot. 2 bombs, 3 dart nuts, but potential item, but this also could be that stealth staircase. Remember, there's a one-off. It's the one-off! He found the one-off. Of course he did, Phoenix. He doesn't know it, but this is a dead end. And it's got a Gleeok, too. What a troll.
That's just painful.
Yeah, he doesn't know it, but that's a one-off. Oh, that is disgusting. Meanwhile, there's the compass for jkoper. Not even going to pick it up again. He's already got the Triforce out of level 5. That was one of the 3 that we started with. For those of you just joining us, levels 2, 5, and 8 were the 3 Triforce pieces our runners started with in tonight's race. We're at the 51.5-minute mark. Yeah, Captain Green's going to have to spend his maximum bombs there. So now his maximum capacity is down to 12. And, well, he's gonna reset again. Because he's gonna get his resources back and that bomb as well. But where in the world is the Triforce in 4? Wouldn't it be something, though, if the Triforce was in that Gleeok room?
Entirely possible where the staircase is. That you do have a point there, Laws. Ugh. Just as if this could get any more painful.
And since this is not a segmented level 5, next staircase jkoper finds is going to be his item. Problem is he's got no keys. And there's that same Zelda's room that Captain Green got trapped in. Now Captain Green's in level 8. jkoper wasn't really able to do much here in that level 8, though. We'll see if Captain Green fares any better.
I believe jkoper's journey into 8 was without red candle and without ladder.
This is true.
2 items can change his fortunes here.
jkoper purchasing a key here. We're going to see a lot of that, I'm thinking. There's a nickel for Captain Green. Remember, jkoper, there were a lot of red herrings. This is one of them. jkoper back into level 1, trying to find the second item. Again, we know the second item is Bombs Plus. At least the gels that split off of Zol's did not roll up either. They're either 0 or 1. And jkoper finds a key. Hey, Phoenix, somebody has 2 keys.
Oh, goodness, whoa. How did that happen?
I know, right? That's like a fortune in keys for these players tonight. And there's our second bomb upgrade. It was here all along in level 1. That could be something jkoper could know in case he wanted to come back for it.
Green most likely won't come back to level 1, so that's additional information Coper could use in an advantage.
And Captain Green rather finds Manhandle, but unfortunately he's got no bombs left. Of course, little does he know it's a red herring. Now Captain Green has spent his key, but he does get a refund, except now he's found another locked door and he's going to use it right away. And we find, hello, Chevy room. That is not a good room to find when you have no keys, no bombs, and no way. But he does get another key, so at least the game is giving Captain Green refills on his keys, but he up-A's again to get he's done that quite a few times on this current save state.
To be fair, this seat seems to have pretty much hidden that key to the seat quite deep.
I'll tell you what, Phoenix, though, both of these runners have grinded to a halt right now. This has been quite the nasty seed.
Fair for Captain Green, it's his key to the top 16, and Coper's trying to keep his tournament hopes alive.
Well, there's a key for jkoper here in level 1. Now Captain Green back into level 8. It looks like he's going to try to find a different path this time if he can possibly help it. Now, jkoper's on the right track. If he continues to go to the north, he will find his bombs plus. That's exactly where he's going to go right now. He'll see the bombs plus. So now he knows that's the second item here in level 1. He's up to 15 bombs if he decides to keep it. Sees the compass. He'll continue. And he'll escape. So he is going to keep the bombs plus. So his maximum capacity is 15 bombs. Nice shot there for Captain Green to take down Manhandla. But again, no reward. But is able to bomb to the north. And finds a staircase. He'd love to see it. jkoper did not see this diamond staircase here. Oh, ropes rolled up to, looks like 2 HP maybe? Nice clip. 3. And of course, did you expect this to be an item, Phoenix? Of course it's the transport.
Would have hoped that the seed would throw our runners a cookie at this point. But
They're not even throwing them a crumb, let alone a cookie. jkoper back into level 4. Captain Green sees a key, but it's guarded by blue wizards. Again, half a heart he's going to lose. It'd be 2 hearts if he didn't have that red ring.
Now here's a point. Due to that key being in that room, that is a dead giveaway. That right there is going to be a spot for one of our items here in 8.
Or at least it's a push block. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an item. If this is a segmented level 8, it could be another transport.
Like true.
But yeah, that you are correct about that key. It's a dead giveaway that is going to be a push block. So if this is not a segmented 8, we know this is going to be an item. Captain Green would love to see the wand. He'd love to see anything of progression at this point. Nice force of the bomb there. That's what he was doing. He was counting to 10 using that old man, and he may do it again. And look at this. He's going to use the candle to boost himself, take the candle damage rather than the Wizro beam damage, and he's going to lather, rinse, repeat. I love the strategy here by CG7.
Absolute veteran level play right there. Anybody who's new to this does not know or doesn't think about a play like this. This is why these two Razors are where they are right now. Plays like that.
There's another force just like that. Beautifully done there for Captain Green. Now he has enough fodder to take on these blue wizards, but I think he's going to go for 11. Yeah. Unfortunately, this time, the candle trick doesn't work as effectively and takes some damage. He's down to 1.5 hearts, but he's going back. He's going to do it again. Build that 9 count. Bomb the orange wizard as number 10 and get another pack of bombs. He wants as much offense as possible to take down these blue wizards. Unfortunately, this time the blue wizards are like, well, just what are you going to do about it? And he gets picked off. That resets him to 0. If you don't know what the 10 count is, if you kill 10 enemies in a row without taking damage, if you bomb the 10th enemy, provided it's in a drop group, you will get a pack of bombs. If you stab the 10th enemy, or burn, or boomerang in this case, you get a 5 rupee instead. Oh, he's going to use the blue wizards as his bomb source. Good thinking for Captain Green. Takes him down. Is this an item? It is, and it's a heart container. Of course, it's the heart container. And Captain Green doesn't want it. Oh my God, this seed just got better and better, Phoenix.
I mean, how much more pain does this seed want to inflict?
A lot. This is looking like 2 hours plus, the way this is going right now, because this seed is giving neither of our runners any bones.
No cookies, no crumbs, no bones.
Nope. They'll get nothing and they'll like it. That's good entertainment for the studio audience and us commentators. Not such good entertainment if you're the runners.
Forward to hearing how they feel after this one.
Exhausted would probably be my first guess, as Captain Green looks like he's going to take an intentional. I have no idea what he was doing there. He must be thinking about something. Must be thinking about that. He must be thinking. I don't know what he's thinking about. He's thinking about trying to find the second item in level 8, as jkoper gets a fairy from that and the Triforce. Let's see if jkoper decides to pick it up or if he's going to explore. He's going to pick it up. And Captain Green has changed his mind. He wants to stop the beeping. He'll pick up the heart container now. I guess Captain Green wanted to get some kind of satisfaction out of this level 8. This has been a nasty seed. jkoper got the Triforce out of level 7. He's now back in level 7. Again, Captain Green opted out. You know, he didn't have the resources at the time. So, is level 7 going to have the goods tonight? Well,
Go ahead, Darren Laws.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Redbird was racing, we know what the answer would be. It'd be yes, of course, but this is not Redbird grad.
I was going to go with the whole term of Never 7, saying Zelda 1 randomizer community sometimes use.
Yep, absolutely. You think 7 does not have the goods. Well, maybe it won't. We'll find out in due time. I'll tell you what. This looks like an ominous room here that Captain Green's hidden 6. There's the map for level 6. It is not a segmented dungeon. That is a letter E that has come to life.
2 rooms in this 6. Less than I expected, really. We often see level 6 is a fair bit larger than this.
I'd say it's slightly below average. Just missed the moniker. One more room and I could have called it 33 rooms of pure torture. Right now, level 4, if jkoper is able to spot the item here, if it's something that is going to lead to progression, could be what the doctor ordered. Of course, that's if he can find it. Now, of course, his bomb resources are dwindling and he's only got 2 bombs.
Well, is this where the item is here in level 6 for Captain Green?
Well, we'll see if this even pushes, and even so, this could be the transport staircase as well. Let's take a look. It does push. Is this our item? Nope. Wouldn't be that easy, Phoenix.
I'm trying to give these runners something.
Well,
not happening.
it's just not happening tonight. You got that right, Phoenix. Here's some blue land molas, and jkoper low on health again. Only has a heart and a half left. Can you believe that candle shot missed completely? That was absolutely disgusting right there. Does manage to take it down, though. And there's a key. Captain Green all of a sudden's got 2 keys now. Now, this is the room that led to the one-off, I believe, for Captain Green. And Real Sam making a good point here is that Captain Green didn't realize you could bomb to the left. Of course, he didn't have the map when he was on his trek to level 4. And these 2 rooms right here potentially could unlock the secret here. Nice bomb drop there for jkoper. And we'll use this bomb to finish it off. And yep, this is going to lead jkoper to the one-off, unfortunately. He thinks this is going to be the item, but he's going to see it's that one-off. He'll see that's a transport, and yep. Nope. All right, this potentially could be... Oh, no, it's not going to be. Never mind. Whenever you see a Gleeok in a potential staircase room, it will never be a staircase. So we know that's not it. This, on the other hand, could be it. We got Gibdos. They rolled down to 4 HP, Phoenix, so 1 bomb will take them down.
That's a -3 on the Gibdos. Captain Green with another staircase.
There it is.
6.
That could be an important raft if level 2 is indeed raft blocked and it's got something we need. The power bracelet, though, for jkoper, he's got twice as many chances. So both of our runners finding a potential item that is needed to complete the seed. Now, can we find this Triforce out of level 4 is the big question. We don't even know where it is. We've not even found a compass. Captain Green going to check the northeastern raft spot first, and it's the dock that pays you a modest 4 rupees, so that's not it. But he still has 1 raft spot left, vanilla level 4. And if it's not there, then it's looking like advantage jkoper at this point. But jkoper, though, can't find the Triforce out of level 4. Not enough resources, really, to complete it at this point. So, let's take a look here and see if level 2 is behind vanilla level 4's location. If not, there's an 80% chance it is behind a power bracelet spot. And That's not it. And it's another dock that pays you. It's the last of the large secrets. So 153 rupees worth of money on our restaurants. And there it is. The one on the coast has level 2 for jkoper. So right now, jkoper has a chance to maybe take the lead.
The item here in 2 is Sated Wand or the Bow. That's a severe boost to his chances.
Absolutely. If you're on Team jkoper, it's the any key. So it's not, the item that we need, for progression, but that is a sight for sore eyes. He doesn't have to buy any more keys. That is definitely going to be a big boost for jkoper.
Absolutely. We talk about the wand and the bow, repeatable offense. How about all those key doors? And how we can just say, you know what? I'm just going to ignore you for the rest of this game.
I will say this much, though, for Captain Green. Not finding level 2 may not prove to be the end of the world unless level 9 is one of those level 9s. We call it the Great Equalizer for a reason, Phoenix. And we've seen level 9s that are littered with locked doors. And I've seen runners have like around 10 keys and they get down to 1 key so quickly.
Absolutely. And we've seen level 9s even earlier today that caused headaches for our runners.
All right, one more blue dart nut left to go for Captain. Takes it down. And jkoper will buy some bombs. He'll save his progress. Right now, we still need to find items out of 5, 7, and 8. There's 2 items, of course, in level 9 as well, and I'm thinking I'm starting to really get the impression that 2 of the items we need to beat this seed are both in level 9. But the big question is, where the heck is that wand?
True, and then I've got another question. What forced Captain Green's reset there just now?
I have no idea. Maybe he wanted to get his bombs back. Yeah, he wanted to get his bombs back. That's exactly it. Now Captain Green has his map, and now he knows what this level 4 looks like.
I was afraid of more severe issues, as CD Improv was mentioning there.
jkoper knows where the Triforce is here in level 6, but he's going to keep exploring. Now, if he continues to explore to the best that he can, he will find his raft, which we know is only going to lead to a whirlwind of cash.
Pointing out that jkoper's lead could be in jeopardy here real quick.
Oh, no question about it. Because Captain Green's about to find the power bracelet here in level 4. That's having the power of the map. That's what it does for you here in Shapes. Still has to be careful. You're going to lose half a heart every time you hug those Gibdos. Does get a bomb drop from one of them. All right, he's going to get his power bracelet now. But you're right. That is going to neutralize any kind of advantage that jkoper had. So I'd say right now, provided that Captain Green does get to the coast soon, I think we are going to see Captain Green retake the lead. Not by much, though. This is still anybody's game.
Knows where the Triforce is in 6. He grabs it. He's right neck and neck with Captain Green once again.
And Captain Green making a beeline to level 2. Just needs to push here, and there it is. And all he has to do is go up a few rooms. He'll find his any key, and he'll be out in a flash. It just needs to go up one more room, but gotta be careful. I'll tell you what. Oh, he almost got through flawless, but here's his any key. And now he knows his work is done in level 2.
Only imagine the reaction to finding that any key.
Oh, I know. Because I don't think any runners were above 2, maybe 3 keys the entire time. That's how key starved this seed was up until that any key here in level 2.
And Green had just gotten his 3rd key prior to that room, and I think that's the most keys that either runner has had all seed.
Oh, I know. Just absolutely disgusting what we have seen up to this point here. But we still have a lot of homework left to do in this seed. You know, again, we still need to find the bow. We still need to find the silver arrows. We still need to find the wand. And everything is AWOL here. You know, it's looking like 5, 7, or 8 is going to have at least one of our answers. You know, it'd be funny if none of the items were in 9. That'd be just absolutely silly if none of the items were in level 9. Meanwhile, Captain Green, it looks like, is going to make a beeline back to level 5 next.
Also, the dungeons that he doesn't have an item in, I can't argue with this play in the slightest.
Yeah, this is definitely a fine play. I'd rather dig 5 than 7. We know it's not a segmented dungeon. We just don't know where the item is at this point. jkoper trying to finish off this room. He's only got 2 hearts left, but he has to finish off a wizard. But here's the problem. He only has 1 bomb. You need 2 bombs to finish off the blue wizard. So he's going to have to find some bombs and come back to that room. Nice bomb there for Captain Green. Remember, this staircase is the transport here in 5. And Captain Green doesn't have much health left. He's only got 1.5 hearts. Now, here's another thing. We still don't know where the letter is. So even if Captain Green wanted more potions, he's out of luck because he's out of bonus caves, and you need the letter in order to get potions. I don't know if we saw this room on jkoper's side, all of these keys. If this does push, though, then this is going to be our item. But I'm thinking we've seen this room already.
I'm not entirely sure.
jkoper finds the raft out of level 6, so he's going to be right there. This is the item. Big discovery. It's the bow.
Could say that's the first significant shot for Captain Green here in this seed. Over 76 minutes in.
So right now, Captain Green definitely has the lead. jkoper not all that far behind, considering all the shenanigans he's gone through in the seed up to this point. But right now, Captain Green has taken the lead back. jkoper needs to get back to where the Triforce was. Does get the clip. And there's the Triforce. So that is number 7. Both runners have 7 Triforce pieces. They both need the Triforce out of level 4. Two screens west of the transport, and jkoper just did not get to that screen, unfortunately. And Captain Green now in level 7. He's hoping for silvers or the wand here in 7.
Wouldn't it be something if this was something like the recorder, however?
That would make things interesting if it was the recorder. But theoretically, let's say that Gliok in the one-off room was guarding the Triforce. If that's the case, you're probably looking at wand in 7. I'm going to say it's wand.
Have to, yeah?
That's going to be my guess. I'm going to go for wand in 7. It just seems like all of the signs are pointing in that direction. Now, the last time I played this game, Phoenix, and I think you were probably with the commentators with me, I was completely wrong on this, so watch it not be the wand. But I'm sticking by my guns. My guess is going to be the wand. But don't be surprised if I'm wrong.
With everything.
Oh, yes, the second item in 8. Still forgot about that. First instinct. Always go with your first instinct. There's a heart container for Captain Green and jkoper. Back to level 3. Wait a minute. He's found out everything about level 3. He doesn't need to be here.
You demolished these guys for bombs.
Ah, that's the reason. That makes sense. Captain Green, though, down to 1 heart. He's in the grocery store, and he's got blue dart nuts to have to contend with, and jkoper, again, has to go back to level 3 to keep respawning. He wants those bombs. Ooh, that blue dart nut did some nice topsy-turvy moves there, and 1 left to go. All right, and down goes that last blue dart nut, so exploration is going to be key here, and out of the frying pan and into the fire, Phoenix.
His last bomb gives him something and lands him in the most hated room in swordless.
Yep, because the dongos, you cannot get bombs from them because you have to have the sword and only the sword to get those bombs. Wand won't even work. See what Captain Green has in mind as jkoper continue to go back into level 3 to respawn the blue moblins. He wants the maximum bombs that he can possibly have. And does get that bomb drop. He's got 13 bombs.
Should be enough to continue this overworld exploration and possibly level exploration.
Captain Green now back into level 8. And remember, this was the Pole's Voice dungeon, so I think this is a great move here.
We've been taunting our runners for 80 minutes now. It's about time we fight back.
Yep, I completely agree, Phoenix. jkoper back into level 4 with the maximum 13 bombs. He must think a dark nut room might be the solution to the Triforce. Which it could be. Nice bomb drop there for Captain Green, and jkoper with the any key can now use that as a free pass. And it turns out there's nothing in this room. Of course, it could be the Triforce, because we never checked this room on Captain Green's side.
Yeah, Pole's Voice were hiding the Triforce the entire time in 8.
Wow, of course they were.
Not that we need it, but...
And yeah, the ropes almost rolled to super rope territory, 3 HP. All right, just have to take care of the gels here. And... he missed that. And yeah, blue dart nuts did roll up above 8 HP. You need 3 bombs. All right, let's see what happens here. And nothing, a red herring. So the mugger was a red herring this whole time. Captain Green was right.
You can see that.
So right now it's anybody's guess where this Triforce is, where the Triforce is here in level 4. I'm still hoping it's behind that Gleeok.
quite an adventure tonight, huh, Loz?
It's been quite an adventure indeed. This has been a seed where these runners have gotten very few breaks. I mean, the money's been very nice, but other than that, it's been a slog for both of our runners. I mean, keys have been a factor all night until we found the any key in level 2. Both sets of dart nuts rolled up. I mean, this has been quite the slog as Captain Green once again sees that Triforce in 8. Can always pick it up later if he needs that health refill. But he's not going to obviously pick it up right now. He wants that second item. Obviously, I want it to be behind the stealth staircase. The dead-end staircase in level 4. That one-off. That's where I want it. But, my luck, if it is behind the Gliok, it's probably going to be in the maze room. Oh, that would be even more nasty, though, if it was the maze room Gliok, because of how little maneuverability you have in that room. But, of course, if that's where it is, you need the wand. And if that's the case, wand would either be in 7 or 8. So if wand's in 8, I think Captain Green is in the catbird seat.
Absolutely will be. Even if it's in 7, he will be, because that's pretty much what we've got left at this point, I believe.
Great news for jkoper here. The Gibdos provided 2 bomb drops for him, so now he can take down this last blue dart nut. So one more left to go. Oh, he missed. Got him that time, though, so that will unlock the door to the right. This is it. This is our second item here in level 8. Unless this is segmented. There it is. It's the book. So it's not progression, but that is going to help Captain Green. And look at how big that level 8 is. Holy smokes. Didn't get a chance to see how many rooms, but that was pretty beefy.
Very much, very hallway-like, you could say.
Yeah, I'm thinking there is a very, very, very high probability that the wand's in 7. Just because jkoper, even with all the bombs going into level 4, still was not able to come away with the Triforce out of there. And Captain Green's going back to 7, and there's your map for 7.
No prettier than that level 8, let me tell you.
No. Because remember, 8's going to have more rooms than 7, or it might have the same, and 9's going to have more rooms than 8. There's the letter, so it was power bracelet block, but jkoper's not going to pick it up, and at this point, kind of inconsequential, considering he only has 18 rupees. Now he's going to 8. And once again, we're 1 room off from calling it 33 rooms of pure torture. I'm disappointed. Ooh, there's a push block. Is this going to be the item for Captain Green? It is, and there's the wand.
So the pickup we've been waiting for all night.
So my first instinct was correct all along. So we now know by process of elimination that the 2 items in level 9 will be the silver arrows and the recorder. And this is looking like Captain Green's race to lose here. He's in the catbird seat. Or catbird seat, excuse me.
Absolutely, and now he's back to level 4. Probably has a fair idea of where that Triforce is right now.
And jkoper's in 8, and right now Captain Green. Now the only question is which Gliok is it behind? I want it to be in the one-off, but my guts tell me it's probably going to be in the maze room. That's my guess. I want it to be in the one-off, though.
I'm gonna side with you on that one. I think it is in the one-off.
Okay. And I'm thinking whatever one of the Glioks has, the other one's going to have the compass.
Am I using compass? I can see it.
Wow, it was none of the above. There it is. Captain Green's got it. He's on his way to level 9.
Slight disappointment there?
Humongous disappointment. So Captain Green's on his way into level 9, and he is in prime position to punch his ticket to the quarterfinals.
In the connector between Western Debt Mountain and Eastern Debt Mountain, and here we go. We're looking for 3 things here in this level 9.
All right, so there are 3 things there we are looking for. First, we are looking for the silver arrows. Obviously, we need that to kill Ganon. Second, we're looking for a room with a single shutter door. If we full clear that room and that single shutter door does not open, we have found the location of Zelda. The third thing we are looking for is we're trying to listen for the roar of Ganon. If we hear it, then Ganon is adjacent to where the runner currently is from any cardinal direction. This is not a segmented level 9, unfortunately. 6 sets of transport staircases, 2 item staircases, but most importantly, we want those silver arrows.
45 rooms. They're in here somewhere.
Proud of you, Phoenix. That's exactly how many rooms there are. 45 rooms. And we kind of knew that level 9 was not going to be that big because level 7 and level 8 were pretty big. jkoper just found the heart container, but he's down to half a heart, and he gets it just in time before the Keys was able to take him down. There's the map. Of course, we find the map when we already had the book because game knows. And to answer a Buffenboom's question regarding the definition of the catbird seat, it means an enviable position, often one of great advantage. That's what it means whenever I say a runner is in the catbird seat. I could also say the driver's seat, then it would pretty much mean the same thing, but I've always been accustomed to hearing the phrase catbird seat.
I didn't know what it meant either, but I had a vague idea of what you meant.
Absolutely. Yeah, both phrases mean literally the same thing. It's just to each their own. I say both. I like to say catbirds more than drivers, but hey, I say both. Hello, Patra Wayne. Oh, Captain Green, you're gonna have to be careful. Half a heart of damage, and it's the expand overriding. He's right in the middle. Oh, no. Nice job, though. Still able to take it down. Do we have an item? We do. But is this going to be an item or a transport? It's an item. Hello, Silvers! Captain Green has 1/3 of the homework done.
That is an absolute jackpot for Captain Green. At 1 heart left, this is exactly what he needed.
Now, right now, he is in position to make his way into the quarterfinals. All he has to do is find Ganon and that shutter door that doesn't open upon full clear, or does open upon full clear after he defeats Ganon.
It'll open without the full clear. He defeats Ganon first.
Exactly. All right, that does not open, so it looks like an up and A from Captain Green, so he's going to try to find another path, and that'll get him back to 3 hearts. jkoper's still trying to find the second item here in level 8. I'll tell you what, he made a valiant attempt to catch up here late in the game, but once Captain Green found the bow in level 5, and then the wand in level 7, it was pretty much the afterburners turned down for him, and again, barring a complete Great Equalizer meltdown, it's looking like he's going to make his way to the quarters.
I mean, to be fair, jkoper he's had a great run this tournament as well, and I'm personally looking forward to seeing what he's going to do in the tournaments in the near future, but this run isn't over quite yet either.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, this could be one of those Zelda is the Ice Queen kind of Zeldas, and, you know, she's behind a magical staircase that's guarded by some nasty stuff. Now, the good news is the fires did not roll up, so you were able to take them down with a silver. And guess what? Captain Green just found Zelda upon full clearing those fires. He just needs to find Ganon, and he's there.
And Ganon, you can pretty much do a surface scan of this level 9. Oh, there it is.
Yep, there it is. See that single shutter door did not open? That's where she is. So the rare hide-and-seek loss for Zelda tonight. Well, never mind. It was another room. Because you see that wall master? He's already found her, but that's not it. I think it's the room north of that room is where Zelda is. And jkoper's through with that level 8. Captain Green finds a transport. He's looking for the transport that's going to take him to Ganon. Instead, this might be a dead end. Just because it's not segmented by a shapes definition doesn't mean that there are no one-offs. Nice force of the bomb there. He knew what his count was. All right, so it's not a complete dead end. In fact, there are 2 bomb holes here. You don't see that very often.
Here's part 3 of the puzzle.
Yep, I hear a roar. But now he needs to find the right way, and it looks like he has access to every direction. Nope, it's not there, so it must be south. The feels when a silver arrow's not enough to take down a Zol. And there's the compass just for peace of mind for CG7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon in Ganon's room, no less. Is this even randomized? We need 8 or 7 hits with the magical wand. A high roll driver will cost him 1 heart. He's got 2. This pig is being slippery and keeps teleporting to the right. That's 3. There's the wand finally for jkoper, but it's too little too late. There's 5. 6. And down goes Ganon. We've got bacon and the Triforce of Power. Captain Green just needs to backtrack to Zelda's room, and he's going to be on his way to the quarterfinals. Boy, did he finish very, very strong, Phoenix.
The ability to close and on sheer display here, and Captain Green just a few rooms away from locking down his spot in the Elite 8. Where he'll get the chance to play the other flag set of this tournament.
Just a couple rooms away here for CaptainGreen7. And there's that shutter door, which automatically opens. Get your GGs out for CaptainGreen7. He has won the series 2-0 and is moving on to the quarterfinals of the 2022 All Boards No Swords tournament.
Official racetime.gg time was 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 15 seconds.
I'll tell you what, a very respectable effort considering how slow of a start this was. But there's one phrase I always like to say in commentary. It's not how a seed starts, it's how it finishes. And boy, did it finish well for CaptainGreen7.
Absolutely. A 2-0 win over jkoper here in the round of 16. Captain Greenwell, again, for those of you just joining us, he will take on the winner of the series between Chest Jerk and Rooslugs.
If you thought that the recorder tune was Yoshi's Story, you were probably looking at the spoiler log, considering we never found the recorder. Aha, it was guarding the heart. The maze room Gliok guarded the heart. That is painful indeed, and I think jkoper's going to head for the other Gliok. I wonder if that one is guarding the compass. Look at that. You see that number 0 next to Captain Green's name? That's unbelievable combat right there. And there it is. It did guard the compass.
That was neat, though. And we're joined by our race winner and series winner, CaptainGreen7. GG's.
Thank you.
Captain Green, congratulations. You are moving on to the quarterfinals of the All Boards No Swords tournament here. And boy, oh boy, looking at that 0 next to your name, yeah, your combat and your forcing of bombs tonight was absolutely pristine. Well done. And you needed every single ounce of skill, considering, you know, bombs were scarce, keys were scarce. It was an absolute slog of a seed.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where slog is right. And with resources being so constrained, it's like took like 100 up A's and retries, and you know it's bad when I'm just like gambling at some point. It's like, okay.
Yeah, when you're playing money-making game, you know that's one of those seeds where the keys don't exist. I don't think at any point before both of you found the any key in level 2 did anybody have more than 2 or 3 keys at any point. That's how scarce keys were in this seed.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It would have been hard.
Speaking of keys, how nasty was it to see those keys roll up to 4 HP?
It's definitely frustrating because it's usually they're nice things to build a count on, and instead they just kill your count.
Absolutely right. And then you had both Dark Nuts roll up. That was disgusting. Blue Wizard was at least rolled down, so that was a nice help. And does look like jkoper has forfeited the seed. I certainly can't blame him. He was starting to catch up to you, but you did find the wand and the bow first, both counts. So you did have a lead pretty much wire to wire. But yeah, jkoper was closing in on you. It's just ran out of time. When he got to the wand, you had already defeated Ganon.
Yeah, well, I felt quite a bit behind, honestly. Even as tough as the seed was, I figured we were both struggling, but I still definitely did not feel in the lead.
And we do have jkoper here in the commentators booth with us. Valiant effort tonight. You were making up some serious ground toward the end there. We were pretty much in a tie ball game in the late stages of the game, but Captain Green went to level 5, got his bow, then he went to 7, got his wand, and you decided to make the play to 8. In fact, actually, both of you dug out 8. The book ended up being the second item, but go over the sea with us, jkoper.
I don't know. It sounds like I was pretty far behind, and then I imagine that the silvers were in 9. I think that they had to be at that point.
Yep. Silvers and the recorder were the 2 items in 9. Yep.
Okay. I don't know. I struggled quite a bit, and it seemed a lot of things just happened in the wrong order. And
yeah, it did seem like you struggled quite a bit early on in the seed. You definitely made some moves toward the later stages, and you were nearly caught up with Captain Green, but by that time, yeah, he just had a big enough of a lead that even when you did catch up, you know, Captain Green had very few spots left to check, and at this point, it was just a matter of finding everything, and you were almost at the bow in level 5. You were only a couple rooms off if you would have went to the left. Of course, having the map probably would have helped you, but yeah, you were close to having the bow in 5.
I mean, I got the map, and then I went back there, but I didn't have keys or bombs.
Yep, the resources kind of killed you pretty much the entire night, jkoper.
Yeah, the keys were a big problem right up until I got the any key.
Yeah, it was a problem for both of you. I don't think any point more than 3 keys on either runner's side. They were pretty scarce.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's good for me. GG, Captain Green. Congrats. Good luck in the rest. This was disappointing for me, but you know, last night was the game that I should have won for sure. This one, I you know, did not play out as much in my favor, and what can you do? But thanks so much, you guys, for stepping up and volunteering as always, and thanks to Captain Green for the races.
It's our pleasure. And hey, Captain Green, again, congratulations. You are moving on to the quarterfinals. Your next opponent is either going to be the number 6 seed Chest Jerk or the number 22 seed Roo Slugs. What do you think about those prospects going into the quarterfinals?
Definitely a really tough matchup either way. I mean, Chest Jerk, of course, is amazing at Randomizer and really good at Swordless as well. Good at Swordless Rando, and he's been playing fantastic this tournament. Roo Slugs has also been playing fantastic this tournament, and I mean, in vanilla, he like made the new swordless route. He was world record holder for a long time, and still second place, I believe. So he's no slouch in swordless either. So it's going to be a really great matchup either way, and I'm looking forward to watching them play for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, you've got the new Elite 8 flags that are going to be coming your way as well. So things are going to get even more treacherous the rest of the way.
Yeah, for sure. I played around with them once in the weekly, and they're definitely tough. So it's gonna be an interesting one.
Well, I must say, played a really good seed. Just very, very trolly. The seed was not giving any breaks whatsoever. You pretty much had to earn it the entire night. But hey, at least the large secret, when I'm on commentary, now you can't blame me because we had 149.
Yeah, that was funny because our race last night it was 150. So
I know I was mentioning that we had a 150, and that was absolutely incredible. And at least level 4 wasn't sextuple segmented like the one that we had last night, but it was still, you had the one-off, and we had 3 one-offs last night, so at least it spilled over a little bit into this race. Maybe not the same trolliness that we had, but still some nasty stuff. If you were curious, the 2 Gleoks, the one that was in the maze room had a heart container, and the one that was in the one-off was the compass, because of course it was.
Yeah, I mean, I just had 3 rooms to check, so I figured. Yeah, I think as much as Keys trolled, I think Shapes trolled as well too tonight.
Oh, it always does. I mean, Shapes, without having the map early on, I mean, you know, you didn't find the book until very, very late, but, you know, better late than never, and, you know, just absolutely treacherous. You know, finding maps was tough. I don't think we ever found the map in level 1. Obviously, 2 was a short dig. I didn't see the 1 and 3. So yeah, we saw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we only saw 8 for a little bit, but we know it was a lot of rooms.
Yeah, like, the maps were so tough to get to as well. That's probably why we weren't seeing them. Like level 4, I was like happy to trade like 8 bombs just for a map at that point.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, where the one-off was.
In any event, GG, again, congratulations. Moving on to the quarterfinals of the tournament. Phoenix, any other questions or comments for Captain Green 7?
You took the words right out of my mouth. GG's, Captain Green, and good luck to you in the quarterfinals. Great race tonight. Great series win. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate commentary and tracking and restream as always.
All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring our coverage to tonight's All Boards, No Swords tournament to a close. But tomorrow night, looks like we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races on the docket. Starting with Malchior and Shaddy at 8 p.m. Eastern. They're going to have a double header. Games 1 and 2 will be back-to-back. We also have Homer J. Smash versus Thorwolf at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then at we only have 4 races because the 5th one would have been game 3 of this series, but of course it is now over with. The 4th and final match of tomorrow night will be the one and only Crystal Saver taking on Dr. J PhD at 10 p.m. Eastern. So some very exciting matches coming your way tomorrow night. So that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. Please make sure you give both of our runners, CaptainGreen7 and jkoper, a follow. Absolutely tremendous job tonight. Our tracker, SomeDumbGuy10, thank you very much for your help. For everybody here on SpeedGaming 3 for the restream. And of course, for my commentator partner, Moon Risen Phoenix. Once again, great doing commentary with you this evening.
Thank you, Lawson. Pleasure working with you. Always a blast to be able to commentate some Z1R matches.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm LZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again tomorrow night for more exciting coverage of the Zelda Randomizer 2022 All Boards, No Swords tournament as our round of 16 action continues. Good night, everyone.